Hey, what's going on, guys? Duck here, and today I'm just going to be going over some of the new maps that the CSL Advisory has kind of put together as potential maps that could be played in competitive. So this one right here is Forest, made by some randoms. This is one of my more favorite maps. I really do like this map. I think this map is kind of like a better goal. Some people think that this mid gem is kind of an advantage. I mean, sure, but I mean the thing is you can literally pick it up from this side. So I'm pretty sure it's literally the same distance that you have to walk to pick it up. Technically, you could pick it up from here. I mean, it's one block. It shouldn't play that much of a deal. There's much more unbalanced things in like Hidden Valley. Mid right here is really nice. I like how it's flat. It's not like Twin Peaks and Hidden and Amazon where like you can kind of just get slammed off mid and whatever. I mean, it just adds another play style. People who are kind of better at team fights will be able to win these maps more, and you have to work on that. The whole point of this is to introduce other play styles, by the way, so don't think that because you can't run your hidden lineups or your Amazon or Twin Peaks lineups, this isn't a good map. Each side has one of these points, and yeah, so this would be like, you know, your side, this side right here, and then there'd be bridge. And I think a really important strat could be having high control. So like you have your ranger up here, which is really important because your ranger is going to be able to kind of shoot at most places where people are walking, and hopefully at these points. And if you're able to control these 2 points and that point, and then possibly mid, they're also these 3 points are really generalized together, which is really good. And then there's these 2 side points. Now these 2 side points are questionable, but I think they're fine. Some people really don't like them because of the water, but I think it's really it's kind of like mid on other maps, like I was saying before, except really not as bad. This one block thing, it's so easy to get out of. If you get caught in the water, you should probably die anyways. Here's the side gems. There's refills. Okay, so there's 4 refills on this map. Rangers are able to, you know, they're going to be able to camp basically to the refills, which is pretty cool. If you have this high control, which is so important, you get mid 2 points, 2 refills for your ranger and your brute or whoever's up there, and then you have these 2 side refills similar to Amazon. So yeah, guys, I think this is I have a +1 for this map for sure. I think this will introduce a bunch of playstyles. If anyone talks about the water on this map, there's plenty of water on other maps. This is really not that, this water right here is not that big of a deal. Most of it's 1 deep. Alright, so yeah, let's get on to the next map. Alright guys, so now we're on Excavation Camp, made by also some randoms. I think it's the same guy. I think Dogster's the same guy. I don't know who that is. I really do like most of I think I like all of them. I really do like Forest, and this one's also pretty favored by me. This is probably my second favorite out of the 3. Of course, leaving the last one to be the last, but I think this was a comp map before. I don't know if it was removed or if it was, I think it was played in a comp game and then something happened, but either way, it was probably removed because of community insight, which is something I'm going to touch on real quick. I don't we're telling a bunch of teams to try out the maps. When you try out the maps, don't put yourself, or don't put the maps down just because they're new. Actually try them. Don't just say they're bad because you possibly lose on them and you don't know how to really play Dom. You know how to play maps, you know? Learn the maps, alright? So yeah, each point has a high, each point has kind of a low. This right here, I think would be similar to a hidden point. You have the cap, you have the gem, you have possibly a ranger area. I would recommend probably running a sharpshooter ranger here instead of long shot, but long shot is really you can, yeah, long shot's definitely good. You can long shot from many places. But yeah, so those are the gems. You have to do some parkour. I did at the beginning. It's really easy parkour. It's hidden parkour when you go up to the rocky peak. Mid gem, pretty standard. There's some refills under here on both sides. This map is really limited on water, which is really good for most people. So yeah, I definitely have a +1 for this map as well. I think most of these maps are just generalized by the community as bad because no one knows how to play them and no one really wants to learn how to play them, but I think this map definitely has potential. So this is another +1 for me, and we'll get on to the next map. So the next map being Iron Hammer Mountain, made by Axiom. Actually, no, this map is a +1 -1 for me. I think it's a decent map. It's just questionable. It's definitely like, okay, people really don't understand how small and big maps are. People are saying this is like a worse, bigger Amazon. This is not a worse, bigger, and I don't even think like overall this is not bigger than Amazon. Can you look at like your side point is right here, the other point's right there. Does like you have to understand that this is a lot closer than Amazon, just because like I mean I don't even know if this is actually as big as Amazon. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure Amazon has bigger dimensions than this. So yeah, there's just some simple like aspects to this map. I think it's a pretty easy to play map. That's the reason why I don't know if I'm completely for it. It's definitely not a bad map. It just reminds me of like a gully that's way too easy to play, but not like you have to go in the water. So if we're not taking like how easy or hard it is to play, then this map's pretty good. But otherwise, you know, like it's questionable. It's definitely debatable. You have your side point over here that's really like simple to get to. I mean, you can send an assassin seismic brute through this little crevice, and or you can just walk around. This would definitely be like a standard ranger area. This is pretty standard. You have a gem here. You have a tower that you can shoot from for this point. For I guess all the way over there, you have this tree that you can get on. Once again, very simple gameplay. But yeah, so basically we have the mid, pretty standard, mid gem. It's a smaller map. This is, I don't even know if this is any bigger than hidden. You have to think about how far the points are. So that's mountain camp. This is mid, right? Aqua station mid. Like it's really not that far. If I go from here, I wish I could, yeah, I'm just gonna go from here to here. It's right about like 2 wall kicks and a leap to get to the next point, right? Or about 3, right? So yeah, it's definitely a small, like a smaller map. It has a very bland basic playstyle. I just don't want to see, you know, like tier 5s like doing well and like tier 2s when they probably shouldn't be. It's a very easy to pick up map. There's really nothing wrong with it besides that. There should be no complaints about the water. I think the water's fine. There's water on literally every single Dom map. Sure, it's a little bit flat, which is for some reason some people complain about. I don't think flatness matters. Just because the points aren't on some hill doesn't make it not Dom. I think that's perfectly fine. I would like to see your guys' suggestions or comments, feedback in the comments below, because as an advisor, I kind of want to know how the community feels. See, I hope you guys did enjoy. See you guys next time. Peace.